Music Hall of Fame as a member of Paul Revere and the Raiders. But tonight, we want to acknowledge the work he's done since leading the band. As head of A&R for United Artists Records, he played a role in developing the careers of people like Jerry Rafferty and Kenny Rogers. He's composed music for everything from commercial jingles to movie soundtracks. He hosted successful radio shows on both Kiston and K-Hits here in Portland, and even to this day is still out there touring and keeping those great Raider hits and solo smashes alive. So please join us in welcoming Mark Lindsay back to the Oregon Music Hall of Fame.
Hello, Portland! Before I get started, I gotta say thank you. It's an incredible honor to be inducted here. And my wife of 30 years plus is here, and when we first met, she said, you know, sometimes you act awful weird, so it's either me or that. I said, okay. And that's why I'm alive today, so thank you, Deb. All right, here we go. Let's have a hand for Deborah. Okay, so here's the deal. In 1962, a little band in Idaho moved over to Portland, actually Wilsonville, because Revere, Paul Revere Dick at that time, had just been drafted into the Army, but because he was a conscious objector, they didn't want him in the Army, and so he had to do some kind of social gig. So we found the Damaged State Hospital. He became a cook there. I was working, came with him to kind of keep him company, and was stuck on the couch with him and his first wife. Not all at the same couch, okay? Anyway, so I'm working at Wilsonville at the Chuck Boozier's 76 station. So I got the all-night shift, and you know, I'm supposed to be cleaning up and stuff, but I had the radio blast, and 6 o'clock, Chuck comes in, and I just heard the contours, do you love me? So I was singing that, and he came in and he said, this ain't the Ed Sullivan Show, kid. So pick up your check on Saturday. That was it. I went to work for a landscaper in Lake Oswego for a few minutes. Then, out of nowhere, get a call from a record company, says, the record you recorded in Idaho is taken off, it's on the charts number 32, you gotta come down and tour. Revere couldn't do that, so we finally convinced him, or the record company did, Lindsay, you're gonna go down, form a band, go out as Paul Revere's Raiders. Long story, I don't want to get in the weeds too much. Long story, a little shorter. We had a keyboard player that just come to Los Angeles. The agent says, don't worry about it, you haven't heard of him, he's a kid from Oklahoma, he's supposed to be pretty good, his name is Leon Russell. So we hit the road in the station wagon, get to Scott City, Kansas, first gig. People in Scott City, Kansas don't know who Mark Lindsay or Paul Revere and the Raiders are. Our record hasn't been regionally successfully into that area yet. So I'm on stage, first half until intermission, they don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. We come off stage and I go, whew, tough crowd. So Leon says, look kid, when we get back on stage, just kick it to me for a couple of minutes and I'll get them going for you. So he walks up onto the stage, we all get on stage, he walks up to the microphone and says, hey kids, you want to frickin' rock and roll or what? He did not say frickin'. And then he proceeds to walk up to the upright piano, which he had. He kicks off the top of the upright piano. It goes, boom, lands in front of the stage. He says, let's rock! And for 5 minutes, I watched a combination of Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Wildman Fisher, and God only knows who had. And so he got him going for sure, and I came out and it was easy to follow that because they were rocking. So for 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, I got to watch a master at work. I came back to Portland and said, Revere, we're putting a band together, but you know, I don't think it's cool enough or good enough to do steps. We have to be totally different. And he went, well, okay. So our first gig is at the Oregon State University, Oregon State. And one of the frat guys comes up as we're setting up and says, "Who are you guys?" I said, "Well, I'm Mark Lindsay and we're Paul Revere and the Raiders." He said, "Well, so what?" He said, "We could have had Doug Clark and a Hot Nuts." I said, "Well, what's so good about them?" So he says, "Well, they come out with in their underwear." I said, "Okay, boys, drop trow." I dropped my pants and the band goes, "What?" But about halfway through, everybody got with the program and we were playing our first gig in our whitey tighties. So that started it. Started, thank you. It wasn't my fault, I was born this way. Started rolling around, got a Crisco barrel, a 50-gallon drum because we had a little local hip called Crisco Party. Roll around in the armories of the Northwest in a Crisco barrel. Started playing D Street Corral. Had myself a 50-foot cord on my DV 666. And on Fever, I would stroll through the crowd and go into the men's room and give the ladies a first up ever audio happening of what was going on in the men's room. And it was perfect. It was like, "Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care." Went from that to hanging on my knees from the rafters, blowing sacks upside down. Got cut Louie, 63. Got a gig with Dick Clark, where the action is. Got signed to CBS Records. When we got to Dick Clark, he said, "Boys, you're cool, but you got to clean it up." So we did. It was TV. It was real quick. It was so tight in those days. On one of the shots we'd done, one of the filming shots we'd done, the standard and practices lady who was watching at the booth says, No, that belt loop hanging down looks like a fairly symbol." So we had to be careful. But we went from there to playing all over the world, doing finally the Ed Sullivan Show. As a solo artist, I got to play Carnegie Hall. But it all started right here in the armories and the gigs around Portland, Oregon. So I want to say thank you. I'm glad to be born in Eugene, Oregon in 1942. And Portland rocks!
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, OMHOF. Now I'd like to welcome the guy who played the guitar solo on the Paul Revere and the Raiders, Louie, Steve West. And one of the greatest rock and roll singers of all time, let's hear it for Mark Lindsay.
This is one you warmed up with. No warmed up. Okay. You want it out of them? Yeah.
All right, kids. So here's the deal again. In 1963, in a little studio called Northwest Recorders across the river, we and the Kingsmen cut the same song, same week, same engineer, same mics, everything, slightly different versions. I got it for theirs, but that's okay. Anyway, got Steve there, got Pon behind me. It's gonna be a hard act to follow. Got Greg right there. So grab your woman, it's Louie time. Come on, Steve, pitch. Yeah.
popular position in Parliament.
How about another hand for Pond? Thank you. Steve West, Mark Lindsay. And Greg Gertson. Thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. We'll be back here next year. You can support us all through the year. Please pass on to all your friends what the Oregon Music Hall of Fame does. And thank you all for being here tonight. Take care.